The Witch's Dance by Paganini.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
I'll be loving you and you and you and you and you.
Nice.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, sister. I love you more than a mango tree. And thank you, brother is my brother. I'll see you in heaven. Let the world stop turning. Let the sun stop burning. Tell you love's not worth going through. If it all falls apart, I will know deep in my heart. The only dream that mattered had come true.
here with the owner of Java Jazz,
Java
right?
Jazz,
Yeah.
yes.
How did you do this?
You know what? One day I just didn't want to live in California, and
Yeah.
my wife saw me being almost suicidal. He goes, "Why don't we just go open a coffee shop and call it Java Jazz? You're a musician, and we'll just go to Maui." And
Yeah.
when she said that, little tear came out, and I drew her. So she's the queen of Java Jazz. Love of my life.
Wow,
The
that's
one who
great.
came up with this name, and without her, this business wouldn't be it. In fact, I give her all the credit because my political belief system keeps a certain group of people who just don't want to be Americans. I'm not a Republican
Right.
or a Democrat.
Right.
I'm a Jeffersonian American.
Right.
That means I will die for my flag,
Yeah,
but not for the cause of the British or the French.
right.
We
I'm
do
the same
promote
way.
that also.
Yeah,
So it's about Daniel Boone, to a man landing on a moon from Hawaiian Island to that New York Island. It's a beautiful land. Let's make it even more beautiful.
yeah, and try to preserve it.
Well, we say Java Jazz is not about good food, it's about all that's good.
Yeah.
We have a copy of our Bill of Rights right at the doorway.
Oh, okay.
We brought 49 Purple Heart soldiers over here for a 7-day vacation, everything paid by us. And we are not even a non-profit organization. We just sell our music.
Wow.
And whatever we have, we bring them over here, 7-day oceanfront condo, round-trip ticket, full food, entertainment, all their activities. They don't spend a copper penny.
Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you
Well,
so
we do
much.
that because we want to tell our ex-presidents who send them overseas, and the ones that we bring back,
I know.
if you put them together, 3 of them won't make one complete person because they all have
I know.
something missing in action.
Yeah.
So it's not a good thing.
Yeah, it's very
Those
wonderful.
boys and girls should be over here protecting this land instead
I know.
of fighting the British or the French war.
Yeah.
Am I saying the wrong thing?
Yeah,
Well,
no,
it's the
no.
First Amendment is still working over here.
Yeah.
On Facebook, if I said that, it probably gets blocked. Maybe even on YouTube.
Yeah,
But, you know,
that's amazing. And what was your first name?
my name is Farzad.
Farzad?
Yes, sir.
Yourself?
Sure. Yeah, my name's Chuck Monsalve, and I was a lucky man. I worked at Stanford Research Institute through 1 to 5, through all the way through high school and college and weekends for many, 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 many years. I had a great job there. And Louis Armstrong, once a month, Stanford Research Institute would have what they called a noon forum. And they'd have guest stars. Harry Belafonte was there one time.
Nice.
Dave Brubeck, the warden of San Quentin, had different people, and Louis Armstrong. Well, as the youngest guy there, the musician who was working there, I was elected to kind of to take care of the thing because I was really into jazz at a very young age.
Nice.
And I was sent up to San Francisco when he was playing at the Macumba to tell him the songs that we were prepared to back him up with. So the first time I met him, he came up to my table and he said, "How you doing there, punk?" That's why. And I told him who I was, and we went back at intermission, went over all the songs. He said, "Would you like to sit in with me here
no
at the
way.
Macumba?"
How old were you?
At that time, 17.
No,
That
that's
time was,
great.
and I always had a phony ID. And
Yeah.
I didn't go to the jazz.
What
clubs
year
to
was
drink.
that? I don't even know.
This was back in the late 50s.
Okay.
But at any rate, so I got to sit in with him. A little nervous, but just whatever. But at any rate, next day or two, he came down to SRI, and we played there for 45 minutes. You know,
Amazing.
for all the people, and I've got all my family, all my friends have been good pictures.
Wow.
Anyway, at 17 years old, it was a rare chance.
Wow.
But I kept playing the drums, and I played a little piano and so forth until I was early 20s. Then it went away. I went to different colleges, different degrees.
So it was a brief stint with some very great people.
No.
So your life stayed in music.
No. That was the only really superstar that I ever.
Oh yeah. So you stayed in jazz your whole life.
So, but I've loved jazz my whole
Yeah.
life. I've spent times in Marion Island. We go to New York. We go to jazz. We go to Vancouver. We go to jazz. San Francisco. Most of the jazz places are gone.
Right.
There's no more.
The last show I saw.
Fax 1, Fax 2, all those places. Black Hawk, they're all gone.
Yeah. The last one I think I saw was Renee Olstead.
Renee Olstead.
She's one of the more current ones, but those places kind of closed. The one in Oakland,
Okay, yes.
Yoshi. Was it Yoshi's?
Yoshi, yes.
Yeah.
And there also is one of Yoshi's in San Francisco, too.
I thought they closed that one.
Well,
but
they
I don't
may
know.
have, because I haven't been there for half a dozen
Yeah.
years.
The other one still keeps the jazz flowing, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's very limited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? It wasn't progressive jazz, the kind
Right.
that I used to like. It wasn't as fun and those good old days. It's hard to find.
That's awesome.
Fun.
Thank you.
Guys, just want to let you know how poke is and kind of where to get it. You get it at Tamura's, is one of the best places, and I just found this great thing to go with it. Ola Hard Seltzers, which is lemongrass, super good. So I ended up getting two pokies. One was tuna, the other one is salmon, and it comes with rice. It's very, very common. So I got my rice. Put that here for you. Here's this is the fresh ahi spicy tuna. You want to check that out. It's actually, I didn't know what poke was, but I love it now. Super good. It's just chunks of tuna. Delicious. And then I got the salmon. And this is my lunch today. I'll take some pictures of that. As the flies already come in. Wow. It takes seconds for this fly to find me. Anyways, I did not know what poke was. There's so many different types of poke. I do like spicy food. So I went ahead and got the sriracha spicy tuna. And if you don't know what poke is, like I said, it's just raw fish with some sauce on it. No reason to say ooh. Had a little bit of rice. I'm not a rice guy, but it is super good. So, I always said that poke is the filet mignon of fish. I believe this is ahi, which is a yellowtail. And this is my lunch. I know people that eat this every day. I personally wouldn't eat fish every day, but I know I should eat it a couple times a week. Just beautiful chunks of fish. So good. And if I had it with rice, I would most likely eat it with a brown rice. So this entire meal was about, I don't know, $10. So here's the salmon, a little less per pound, but just beautiful chunks of salmon. And this has jalapenos. I forgot this is spicy as well. Oh my god, super good. Cucumbers, jalapenos, and what other magical things they put in there. And try it with the rice. Get it in there. Unbelievable. It's so good. And with this lemongrass mint. And this is locally made. So this is a product you can support as well. When it comes to Hawaii, I try to always buy local made products. It's a lot easier on the environment. You save money. I noticed that even the liquor store here, Tamura's, which my hat should say on it, they have prices lower than the U.S. I think it's due to taxation. So I was kind of blown away. And it's weird when you pull up to Murrah's. It looks like no one was here when I pulled up, but now the parking lot's full. So let's try it and let's rate this. We get a fresh palate. Okay, spicy. Ahi. Poke. As a meal, because this stuff's $21 a pound, I forgot to mention that. So I got like a quarter pound. This is a 10. You could, for me, add a little spice, like an herb, but that's just my palate. Like I like babara, maybe a garam masala. If you don't know the spices, look them up. Delicious. And I was not hungry, but I wanted to do a food blog for you guys. Because I used to hear, oh, poke, and then you go look at it in the grocery store, and you go, ew. You shouldn't say ew. It's a staple meal here. It's delicious. And it's really good for you, especially for those pescatarians out there. So let me finish this in my overly manly, zealous way. What's cool about these olas is they're just light, so you don't get buzzed. You don't want to get buzzed in this humid environment. All right, let's finish the salmon. My mouth's a little on fire, probably like a 4, but it's a really good flavor, you know. My nose is running. Okay, let's try this. We're gonna rate this salmon. And this is salmon poke, with jalapeno. This is just sweet. You know how salmon is. It's just sweet. Let me get a little flavor in there. I have to say, this is like a 9, but it's just fabulous. Seriously, I came to one of the best places to get some of the best poke, #1 poke. I can't really give it a rating because we're at the best. We have the best, and you probably have like 8 selections to try. They're not all spicy. That's just my style. I believe spice is good for the body. Actually kills all the bad stuff. So that's it. Appreciate the time you spent with me feeding myself. But to me, poke was, I didn't know. Now I know. And I love it. I really do. Some things you learn like, oh, I'm going to be cool. I'm going to learn it. This is a natural food to like. walking down the hall of life. Who's gonna be at the other end? Never really know, do you? Sometimes you put them in front of you, sometimes you don't. There's this tree. It's massive. It's massive. Right there. It's a good 17 feet around the base. 17 feet around. Oh look, you can see the moon. There's the moon. God, I'm in a funny mood. It is Saturday, and I decided to go to a park and film it, and I ran into some baby roosters. Of course, they were like an inch. They were like that. So baby roosters can't run very far. So I caught it, and I'm like, all right, I have a baby rooster in my hand. Let's go in the car and hang out with it. So I'm all happy with the baby rooster in my hand, go into the car, and I get to my car and I look, and there's a old man with a big dog staring at me like, what is this white Caucasian man doing with this baby rooster? And meanwhile, the baby rooster's like, brr, brr, brr. Like, it wouldn't stop, you know? I'm not going to put my finger on its beak, but it wouldn't stop. Now, do I have a history of this? Yes, I held a baby sea turtle in my hand, and it was one of the best times in my life. And no one bothered me. There wasn't an old man staring. This dude thought I committed a murder. So I acted completely embarrassed and just kind of let the baby rooster go. Well, he fell out of my hands and plopped. I didn't know. I forgot. Baby roosters don't know how to fly. I remember there's 1.1 billion roosters on every island. It's insane. There's not that many, but there are roosters everywhere, and everyone cares about them, and everyone feeds them. And so you got about 35 alarm clocks every morning, all right by each other everywhere. It's insane. That might not look like it bothers me, but yeah, sure, I get a wake-up call at 3:58 in the morning. Roosters on Hawaii do not know what time it is. And somebody really needs to put them through a course on how to tell what time it is and what the sun is. So anyways, that's my story. Being judged by an old man who is like, you almost hurt the baby rooster. We don't have enough. We don't have enough roosters. And the dog would have killed me. This dog was massive. All right, I'm off to another adventure. Yesterday I did 17 reviews of everything. It was insane. It's a new record for me.
She said I'm a free man, free to do just what I like, but I just don't seem to like what's new to me. Now I'm no one's man, and these streets that I've been walking, they make me feel like nothing. I tell my friends it's here where we begin. I say I'm better than I've ever been. It's like an inner roof that's caving in. I've never been this messed up. Step forward and 3 steps back when I'm a free man again. This burns through the summer, back on my feet by the winter. I hope it feels like you want it, don't like it as a free man. A day, a week, a month is over. It feels the same, drunk or sober. I hope it said now you're free man, you better chase those dreams, and I don't think you're the perfect fit for me. I do believe that you're better off without me, cause you don't see what I see. Go tell your friends it's here where y'all begin. I know you won't be better than you've been. It's like an inner roof that's caving in. You'll make it through without it. Every day's a 1 step forward and 3 steps back when I'm a free man again. This burns through the summer, back on my feet by the winter. I hope it feels like you want it, don't like it as a free man. A day, a week, a month is over. It feels the same, drunk or sober. I hope it feels like you want it, don't like it as a free man.
Oh my God! I turned.
The most beautiful necklace. The ones we saw were just simple.
You
that's
sell
simple.
pearls?
No.
No.
The lady down the street had them, and she was saying her brother or her
Yeah.
cousin.
Oh
or
no,
her
Fakarava,
cousin.
Chikiao. I've been to the Tumultos,
You know.
Rangaroa, all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been to Rangiroa.
Oh, have you? Where'd you? Yeah. Have you been to Tikiao?
I haven't been there. I just
Oh.
went to Rangiroa.
So where do you get your pearls?
Yeah.
I get them from different people, like when I used to go to Tahiti, and then
They're beautiful.
Aloha Pearl sometimes, or
That's a beautiful combination the way you made it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and it looks good on you.
I was on that. I was like, story. And what is your first name? If that's a
Seagull.
Seagal. Nice. I'm Jax.
Jack.
That's lit.
Yeah, but it's like good health.
Are these amethyst earrings?
So, what were you? What was
Any of the purple ones are the amethyst?
Amethyst, yes. Uh-huh.
Where have you been if you've not been living over there?
Just fly. I always travel. Well, no, I always travel. I like this ball.
I know. Is that aura?
Is that an angel cord?
Is that aura quartz?
An aura quartz.
Is the price on that? Oh, that looks better up top. I like it better up there.
Yeah, I changed this once.
Do you have this one? What's
That's
this called?
including shipping?
Yeah. I mean the fragrance.
That's
made
really
made
pretty.
good. Very
It's really pretty.
Everything is beautiful. And you made
In its own way.
you made most of these, huh?
Life is but a one.
Say that
You
again.
made most of these jewelries or all of them.
Robin made those. It's like my partner.
Oh, beautiful.
Did you buy when you were over in Fakarava?
In Rangiroa.
Rangaroa, did you?
Yeah.
Right. I didn't know they had pearls there. I was there
A
diving.
few. I mean, I went there for my son. Had
Oh.
had a surfing contest.
Maybe she was talking about your relative. The one that was talking, you were talking to earlier.
This is a wonderful shop, and I'm a picky guy. You know that? It's a wonderful shop, and I'm a picky guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you've done an amazing job.
Oh, nice.
Seriously.
Thank you. It's very.
I've seen a lot of stores. This store's no, you've done really so pretty. Even this,
Oh.
I have some of this
Which one?
from Rangiroa.
The-
Actually,
oh,
that's
the
funny.
floor?
Yeah, there was a storm and it washed up on the sea, and I picked it up.
What?
Yeah, it was cool.
That's pretty cool.
You remember how it used to smell there? Like it was kind of a.
It
Rangiroa has its own smell.
No.
How much? So this is my buddy, because he has a huge heart. He introduces me to some amazing people. Now he's counting the money, and he is really quite shocked. What is the amount, my friend?
Well, the amount is concentric.
What, too? The angelic number?
100, $111.
And you love that number.
I'm looking for my 11 cents, pal.
How do you figure it?
I was figuring how life is, and I just look at it as if God is just laying the path in front of us for all of us to walk.
Yes.
And when something comes across our path, we need to embrace it
Right.
and look at it as a blessing from God.
Because if you don't, it just goes away.
Yep. Yes.
This could be your golden opportunity in life right here. And you look at it and say, oh, it's just an empty water bottle, get rid of it.
Right.
And you just blew the whole rest of your life, you know.
Oh yeah. Made
But
that
you didn't get it.
fateful
Yeah.
mistake, especially with your free will. I did a show on free will. Should not abuse your free will.
No, and I think what you were saying earlier about your father always told you that if someone takes care of you, you take care of them.
Yeah.
I think it also, for me, has really benefited me from taking care of people who can't take care of me.
Right.
And I've always found that when I take care of anyone that's put in my path that needs caring for, or love or support or anything, then when I need it, it's always there, even if it wasn't how I expected it to be.
Right.
You know, there's always someone to take me in, or always someone to feed me or house me, you know. And
Well, yeah.
here I go.
Got it.
Without 40 colleagues, there be no me. Imagine if I never met my broskies. Putting on gasoline. Oh, yeah. Putting on gasoline.
Have a spot. I'm just gonna say, my initial investigation included 8 of 10 subjects that were voided out as the analysis advanced. Only one subject of concern is of interest and is classified accordingly. Individual James.
Okay.
Johnny Appleseed was taken. I'm sorry. Possible ex-porn star. You never an ex-porn star. It's like being a Marine, and you know that. Previous military operative, Greenfield. Big feet, big ego, and possible big. This fellow shipped from Mormon with the entire wife network of the state's congregation. Well, they were fine until there was that one fogging out the baptismal font incident with the bishop's daughter. Hide your women, hide the corkscrews. They do that.
I know.
Keep liquor hidden. Keep
No,
toes.
you got to keep the baby wands too, the bubble bath or whatever.
I have my own liquor hidden too, though. What does the baby want, you know? Keep toes out of his pretty mouth for everyone's safety. Keep stun guns, handcuffs, children's bubble wands out of this person's hands. But you didn't say anything at all about the most dangerous thing, which is if I get big, huge vats of pure hydrogen peroxide and drop silver nitrate in it, you're in a foam party. And we're going to make the biggest foam party on Earth in about a week right here.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to have 15 of them, drop them all simultaneously, and the people out there are going to be in a 10-foot wall of foam that occurs in about 5 seconds.
That's all. I've seen that, I think, alone. Very rare.
Yeah.
Isn't it awesome?
Well, DJ Aphrodite was known for crazy mathematical
They do
scientific
that.
stuff.
Is that really a person, DJ Aphrodite?
It's a name.
Oh,
I
okay.
had it for a while and I sold it, but I made all the best.
Did you see the criminal investigation stuff that's pending?
Well, I mean, something's pending.
Oh, this is his envelope.
Pending. That's me. That's definitely me. But I was the one assaulted.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was assaulted too.
I assaulted myself in public.
I'm on there, dude. I'm filing against you for toe sucking.
Joseph Smith's harem. You misspelled harem, all right? It's
H-E-R-O-M.
H-A-R-A-M.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Get it right.
Thank you.
Ahab.
Still defiant.
Shards of silver everywhere now.
Follow?
Yeah.
So I carved the pork chop down into like what you'd have a captain's mess.
Yeah.
You know, just the best part of it. And then I pack them in here. I season them, flavor them with stuff like balsamic is really good at tenderizing.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
And then I lay potatoes flat on top of them with different
That's a meal
seasoning on the
for.
potatoes.
That's a great meal, dude.
And then the carrots. Well, the carrots, potatoes, and onions with the garlic. Those juices keep the pork chops from.
Yeah.
It's a very forgiving way to cook.
It's probably
I'll put
just
it like that.
It's a fork turn and you're done.
It's not like normally when you cook a pork chop, it's like, oh, if you do 12 minutes, it's perfect, but 13 minutes and it's dry.
Yeah, that's great.
This is more like you got an extra 30 minutes. You could let it sit at 200 for 5 hours.
Did you buy the onion or they had it?
I bought everything.
Oh, cool. Please introduce yourself and tell everyone why everyone loves you so much.
What you hear is real and cannot be used against you in a court of law.
So, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Donnie Pike. I'm a musician. I've been a lot of things in my life, but I think probably mostly a driver.
What do you mean?
Well, I did 11 years of concert touring.
Yeah.
I got like 2.5 million miles, log miles without an accident. And,
oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And just life on the road.
So let me ask you this. Do you think you're going to live longer because you're a musician? I believe that musicians live longer if they, if they hold it together because of the frequency of music, the love of music.
I remember an interview that I saw on TV one time of them interviewing a lady that was like well over 100 years. I can't remember the exact age, but she was alive and sharp as a tack. And they said, "What is the key to your long life?"
Yeah.
And she sat there and she said, "Music."
I know. I might have seen the same lady.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
So I got in trouble in my life once. I abused my free will. And I looked around and I was like, there hasn't been a song in my house for 2 years. And since then, there's not a day that is not a song in my life.
Good decision. Good decision.
It got dark, dude. It got dark without music.
Music is really is a universal language because everybody loves music, no matter who you are, what race you are.
Yeah.
And I grew up, I was lucky enough to grow up in a musical family. My mom sang on the road and toured with a Western group called Russ Pike and his Prairie Knights.
Oh.
And they did Western music, like Sons of the Pioneers type music.
Oh, nice. I love that stuff. And they were California,
And
Oregon?
They were
Idaho?
all over the United States.
Oh, wow.
What they'd do is they'd go into a town and to a radio station, and in the 40s, that's how you did a concert tour.
Yeah.
You'd do a show on the radio, and all the farms would have their radios turned on, and
yeah, for sure.
With all the family.
Yeah, I like
gathered
that
around
song.
To get their
Who was that? I like that song. Yeah, I watched that show. All those guys at Rose.
So she did that for 15 years with my brother's dad. And what do you want? And my brother had a famous vocal group starting in 1961. He started the group The Letterman with Tony Butala and Bobby Engelman. And I was his kid brother, and he was producing me to make me the next Bobby Sherman.
Oh, I love Bobby. Who was Bobby's song? Yeah. I played Keith Partridge yesterday. But I think I love you, so what am I so afraid of?
Yeah.
What was Bobby, dude? Dude, I loved Bobby.
Yeah, he was just that good-looking teenage kid,
He looked kind of like a young John Denver, didn't he?
Yeah.
What was his song? Do you remember? I don't remember Bobby's song.
I can't either. Now that doesn't say too much.
No, it's past, dude.
Of course, I don't know. Then you forget a few things as you get older sometimes.
So were you ever a short-tempered dude?
Me?
I was.
I try to respond appropriately to things.
Even as a kid?
Even as a kid.
Right.
Even as a kid.
So you were a good kid.
I could always talk my way out of a fight.
But you were probably a good kid.
I felt good about myself.
Yeah. That's cool.
Up.
Do you have a memory that you just love, dude? You'll never forget that childhood memory.
A memory of when I was a kid?
Yeah, I'm
or
gonna
at
think
any
of one.
time in
I got
my
one
life?
for you. I would play Elton John with my best friend Jeff and just sing every word, dude. Every word.
The first time I got an Elton John album, it was from a friend in San Francisco, and he says, "Hey, you gotta listen to this guy. He's got some stuff."
Yeah.
And I remember listening to Levon and
Levon!
yeah.
Plays cartoons all day, right?
Yeah, he had me hooked from the beginning.
Oh my
you
God,
know,
Elton.
Yeah. But
I have a
for me, the most exciting point in my life, especially as a musician, is when you write a song on your guitar,
Right.
and you wake up in the middle of the night and you grab a pencil and you write down lyrics.
Yeah.
Because if you don't,
I did
know it's
2
gone.
songs. Yeah, I did 2.
It's gone
fucking
if you
beautiful
leave
songs.
it till the next day.
Yeah, I know.
Then you get the opportunity to record it in a studio the right way.
Right.
And you go in, and the conductor makes an arrangement for all the strings and horns and everything, because you got all of that sweetening that you put
I
on
never
after
thought about that.
after the
Yeah.
rhythm track, after your piano, bass, and drums, and you're putting that all together. And then after that's done, then you go in and put the vocals on.
Nice.
And then to be driving down the freeway in Hollywood, and all of a sudden KFWB was the #1 rock station at the time.
Yeah.
This was in like 60s, 70s? No, 70. I think I released it in 75.
Nice.
But all of a sudden the radio's on and they start playing your song, that same song that you...
And you're driving down the road.
And you're driving. I roll my window down and I go, and they're playing my song.
Did people care?
Oh, I don't care if
I don't
they
know.
cared, man.
Like,
I was on cloud 9 because.
Did you cry?
Did
you cry? I would have cried.
No, I never cried. I was smiling too hard to be
Okay.
crying. It was like something that you work for and you
Yeah.
achieve, you know, and so many talented players that I've met through the years that never get that opportunity. And again, you know, the music business has changed since when I started recording. It was, you know, you had 3 tracks to work with, and you had to get it the first time around, and then people would like it and they would buy it at the store because they couldn't make an exact copy of it when they would stepped out the door, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But
and you made money a little bit. You made some money on that song.
No, 75. No. It was already in the age of free, you know. And
you guys weren't.
You just have, if you don't embrace change, you get left behind, you know.
Right.
There's just things move along. We've got so many good tools now for new writers and songwriters that can have the opportunity to have their work heard without having to go through all of the hoops that you used to have to jump through back in the old days when you...
Right.
Anyway, I think it's good for writers. I think we were able to hear more music than we would have had it been still the old way, you know.
Yeah, and the whole like advancement of artists making more money over the years, and then just dwindling into us buying a song.
But that was a pretty high point in my memory.
Did you? I feel compelled intuitively to ask you. Did you ever meet any of the Allman Brothers, the Greg Allman, or?
No.
Because you were California, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wondered.
Never really. Now, my friend Pat Simmons. Now he sings. What? I thought was it the Allman Brothers that he sang with? Oh, I'm so bad.
I love Government Mule.
I'm
a big fan of Government Mule.
Yeah, I got to know Pat Simmons' son, Pat Jr. used to come out to Kipahulu and go to open mic there, and got to meet him. He's a very talented guy, got a great family, and living out in Kipahulu now.
That's great.
Yeah. But his dad came and sang at, we used to have a thing called Cafe Attitude down at Gene's place, and his dad came in one night and got up sitting on the rocks right above me, and he started singing, "Don't you feel it growing day by day?" Sounded like I was listening to the record, man. He's
Gotta
still
get
at
vintage.
it.
Oh, I'm a huge Doobies dude. I'm a huge Doobies fan. I roadied.
Yeah, the Doobie Brothers,
yeah, I
not
roadied.
the Allman Brothers.
Yeah, I
That's
roadied for them. I got a roadie job for Los Lobos,
Yeah.
Robert Cray,
Yeah.
and the Doobies out of the blue. And I also did another one on that tour
Yeah.
for, you probably didn't know this stuff. Then I did Lady Gaga, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really cool. So I got a cool story where my girlfriend was a yoga girl, and she's like, "What did you do?" I said, "I sent to the universe that I want to go to Tahoe and work on the Gaga show." And she goes, "You got a job." I don't know what happened, but they said, you got a friend. So I go there. All these men that had like temporary workers are loading these vans, these big trucks, and they all had like attitude. And then I was a hard worker, so like, you're moving to the video team. And I
Yeah.
gave the guy a mineral because I collect minerals in the forest, and it was a garnet. I'm
Oh,
like, here you
really?
go, Lance. And he's like, wow. So he had to take these plastic things and shove them in this cannon and
Yeah.
preloaded it. They brought him out, pulled it, and shot all these animals all over the audience.
Oh, really?
Gaga gave so many things away. She's throwing balls that are like, she had so many things in her whole crowd.
That's
the other
funny.
story was I came to the back and there were these big balls, and there were 2 blue balls, and he goes, "You guys get Lady Bubbles her 2 blue balls and bring them over here." And I took them out there with the blue balls, and she had a huge, like a huge stadium, like a huge castle, and she came out and sang. Lady Gaga was the shit.
Yeah.
So then she had the final one was she had a pink chase that was alligator out there, and I had to cover it so the sun wouldn't strain it.
Yeah.
She does this amazing concert. They didn't give us a ticket. I had to buy my own, even though I'm a roadie. And then I went in the back, and she walked by, and only like half the men clapped for her because they were too tough. Dude, Gaga.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was really cool. I was really proud of Lady Gaga, how she took care of people.
Yeah, the productions that they put together for that are just amazing.
Pre-COVID, now who knows? Like, it's a mess now, dude. I was
And
seeing
then
60
travel
shows.
on the road with it, you know.
I was seeing 60 shows a year. I was a huge patron. And now there's just the price went. So I do I support small artists. Pearl Jam used to be $25. Now they're $200.
There's a lot of talented people out there
I know.
making music. Just listen around. Just
Yeah.
get around to the small clubs wherever
Yes.
you are and listen to
That's
the new
smart.
music. For 12 years, I did an open mic and out in Kipahulu, 6 miles off of the grid. And we'd just once a month, the second Saturday of every month, we'd gather down there in the bamboo circles, and at the
At the end of the
coffee
road?
shop.
Yeah. What's it called? Lilies or whatever?
La Lima.
La
Farm
Lima.
Stand.
Yeah. I was there today.
So second Saturday.
You
of
played
the month.
concerts in the bar in the
right there. in the
dude.
circle.
That's where I met Nathan.
Huh?
That's where I met Nathan, in the bamboo circle.
Yeah. See how magic that is, right
He's
there.
all, "You're coming with me," and I'm like, "I think
Yeah.
everyone here hates
And
me."
every
Nope, come on.
month, I do it just kind of. I wanted to do it as a thank you to Maui for what it's done for my life when I came here. I've been here 15 years, and this is my way of trying to give back a little bit and help encourage new talent to get up there and do it. I feel that everybody's got a song in their heart that eventually someday is going to come out.
Yeah.
And it never ceases to amaze me, the talent that people have. And
So you're going to go up to the farmer stand soon?
we just did one.
Oh, I see. The boys never told me about that. Yeah, I'll have to come up and shoot it if you want.
Sure. Okay, the next one was the second Saturday of every month, and I feel like a mailman. It must go through. I can remember times when I hitchhiked from the other side of the island with all the open mic gear on the side of the road.
Are you kidding me?
No,
That's
man.
insane,
That's
bro.
dedication, huh?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, it was
wow,
fun.
Fucking hey, dude, that's awesome.
Sometimes I'll sit there with 2 or 3 people, and then I've had as many as 120 people show up. I
Wow,
just
yeah.
never know what it's going to be
That's
like.
awesome.
But it's always fun. and it's all done with a listening group. People came to hear, and it's not like when you're doing an open mic at a bar setting where all the you're just background noise.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun through the years. People listen to each other and support each other.
Yeah.
This one girl says, "No, I can't sing. And finally talked her into it, and everybody loved her so much. The next month she came back. She had 3 songs that she downloaded off of the internet and learned all of the lyrics and had the music to play and sing along with. And she really gained some confidence and really,
That's great.
was shining."
Well, thanks for everything, man. I really appreciate the interview. You're an
It's
interesting
great
guy.
talking
Dude.
with you.
You too, buddy.